Good afternoon, folks. Chief Meteorologist Nick Lilia here, taking a look at your tropical update for July 26th of 2019. Brought to you by the good folks at Pine Belt Gutters. As always, a big thanks to them for helping us out to produce these things every single day for you guys, so that you're in the know about what's happening out there in the tropics. We'll start off with water temperatures back in behind me. A lot of us hanging out in the 80s as we take a peek out into the open Atlantic, down into the Caribbean. I will say that there's actually warmer water closer to Bermuda right now than there is in parts of the southern Caribbean because of all the showers and thunderstorms they've had down there over the last couple of weeks. That comes to an end. There's not going to be as many, still some, not as many. So my guess would be as we head through the next couple of weeks, temperature is going to be coming up, which is normal this time of the year. It should be a little bit higher, but it'll continue to come up as we head through the next couple of weeks. Of course, into the Gulf of Mexico, it's always bathwater. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Speaking of the Gulf of Mexico, we've got one little eruption here of some convection right square in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico. This is sort of associated with what's left over that front as it kicks on out of here. My guess would be as we head through the rest of this evening, this should die out. Now, if we go through the evening and into the overnight hours and this convection is still here and is a little more robust as we head through the overnight hours, then it's going to be something we may have to pay attention to. But until that point, this looks to me like afternoon convection type stuff. Down into the southern Caribbean, you can see a lot of the showers and thunderstorms have come to an end. The last couple of weeks, there's just been just an eruption of stuff on the northern coast of South America. As we open things up and look out into the open Atlantic, we got a couple waves out here. We got one here, another one here, and another one back over there, just off the coast of Africa. I will say these are going to necessitate some eyeballs on them as we head through the next couple of days. In fact, let's kind of spin around over here. Here's one, here's two, and then there is number three. Because it's kind of the beginning, again, we get into August, so it's kind of the beginning of where we start watching stuff like this. There's actually another one back in behind that, and then another one back in behind that. It's actually almost just off your screen. And as we head through the next couple of days, looking over at our 700 millibar moisture 850 vorticity map, again, you look at the grayed out areas, and that's the area where we're not as concerned about development. That's where we got drier in the mid-levels. Sometimes that is accompanied with Saharan dust. So you're not going to get much that happens in there. But the other places, the greens and the yellows and eventually the oranges and reds are things that we'll want to keep tabs on. And I want to keep you guys locked in on this little area right here. Remember, we had the first wave. Then there's the second one, and then the third one that just got off the coast. So here we are Saturday afternoon, tomorrow afternoon. Let's set this thing into motion. Here we go through Sunday and Monday. So again, keep your eyeballs right here, locked in on this one right there. First one moves into the Caribbean. We've got a little bit of dry air in here, some shearing. We've got the second wave now just off to the east of the Greater and Lesser Antilles. The third wave back in behind it, still there. And then that one that was actually back in behind the first three, right there. Just kind of a train of waves. That time of the year where this happens, this isn't crazy, this isn't some kind of anomaly. So here's that first wave right in here, the second one back here, third one okay. We'll set this thing into motion still. We're still keeping eyeballs, and there's that first one right off the coast of Florida and near the Bahamas. Now, I will say this. We've got a couple of different features on here to pay attention to. This is as of next Saturday, so a week from tomorrow. Another little front. It's going to be a pretty weak sauce front. Not as good, friends in the southeast, not as good as the last one. This next one, as we head through next weekend, will not quite be as robust, and we're not talking about lower humidity, unfortunately. But it's there. That should help take whatever's out here and kind of deflect it back off to the north and northeast and away from us. If this isn't as robust as the weak sauce front that it looks like right now, or say it's shifted a little further to the north, or it's a little further back off to the west, or already passed us by and off to the east, that may open the door for whatever's out here to maybe sneak into the Gulf of Mexico. However, with it being still 7-8 days away, we got plenty of time to keep tabs on that. So that's a look at your tropical update for July 26th of 2019, brought to you by the good folks at Pine Belt Gutters. So right now, really not much to talk about. It's good and quiet outside of that little cluster of storms into the Gulf and that one wave that's floating around in the Atlantic. But things we'll need to keep tabs on, that one wave, through the next 6 to 7 days, may start to impact our area as we head through next weekend.